Hello ladies, it is Sydney from Sitting Pretty here, reinforcing the fundamentals of hair care. Now before I get started on this video, I just want to give a big thank you to all of my new subscribers. We are almost at 1,000 and I am just grateful. My channel has been growing like crazy the last couple of months, and I just want to say thank you all who have decided to make the commitment to stay and become a part of Pretty Gang, okay? Pretty Gang, let's go ahead and define that right now. I believe being pretty, sitting pretty has nothing to do, it's not solely based upon looks. I think to be pretty is to be self-aware, to be self-accepting, to be independent in terms of thinking. You are making your own decisions. You sitting pretty. You happy with who you are. You leveled up. You trying to level up. You positioning yourself to level up. So let's just go there. I don't care if conventionally you're not considered pretty, because when I say Pretty Gang, it's a lifestyle, okay? I would definitely like to do a giveaway for y'all because I'm so grateful. I know that the beauty supplies are closed. I know it's a little bit harder to get a hold of products and things these days. So when I reach 1,000 subscribers, I am going to be doing a giveaway. Here's what I'm going to give away: a silicone mix deep conditioner, a silicone mix shampoo, and I might even throw in a Luxe Therapy scalp soother. So if you are interested in entering this giveaway, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow my Instagram at Sitting Pretty, and comment under this video Pretty Gang. Now I just made up all of these rules right now, so I hope they make sense. But again, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow on Instagram, and comment under this video Pretty Gang. Make sure you give the video a like too. I will announce the giveaway winner as soon as I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm gonna run the giveaway till I hit 1,000 subscribers. So in today's video, I am going to be unleashing the most secret revelation that I have about quote-unquote black hair. Now, this particular information I'm about to give you all is going to completely change the way that you've looked at your hair and the way that you have looked at your failed natural hair journey. This is really important, that as you listen to this video, you don't get caught up in being triggered by words. You don't get caught up in being emotional because of the word nappy or what the other words I use. I need you just to really get into this information, because this information is going to keep you from being scammed from all of these stupid companies and all of these YouTubers coming up off of your time, your money, and your energy. So let's get into it. I want to let you ladies know, if this is your first time visiting my channel, my views as a hairstylist that specializes in textured hair care are different than many others. Some might find them controversial, others might find them offensive. But what I consider them to be is rooted in common sense and truth. Now, I just want y'all to know something. The natural hair movement was not made for nappy girls, which is why joining it did not work out in your favor. I'm going to say it again. The natural hair movement was not made for nappy hair girls, which is why those of you with nappy hair are realizing it did not work out in your favor. So in this video, I'm going to be talking to you all about the difference between nappy hair and curly hair. Our political correctness and our need to not offend other people has actually been destroying women's hair worldwide throughout this natural hair movement. Us pretending like all quote unquote natural hair is the same has left a lot of y'all bald-headed honey. I'm just going to be breaking down the differences between nappy hair and curly hair, how you can personally diagnose your own hair and figure out which side of the spectrum you are on, and how in the future you can change up your hair regimen with this new knowledge that I've given you and stop falling victim to all of these lotions and potions that do not work and were not made to work for you. So there are differences between nappy hair and curly hair. And this isn't something that only I know. If we look back at our history as African American people in this country, and even other countries that contain people of the diaspora, we not inherently, that's a strong word. We all know the difference between nappy versus curly hair. And it wasn't until this natural hair movement arose that we magically forgot and were taught that it was all the same. If you go back to remember what was considered good hair and bad hair, we know exactly what the differences are between nappy and curly hair. But see, the thing is, for these natural hair companies and these bloggers to prosper, they needed to make it seem like it was all the same. But sis, we got to get back in touch with the fundamental truths. We got to go back to remembering that they used to call some of our hair nappy and others good. Now, I'm not here to say whether or not nappy hair is good hair or good hair is bad hair. I think all hair, when it's taken care of, is beautiful. Good hair is healthy hair. But what I am here to do is remind you of the distinction that we once knew, because it is important. It is important. We have to stop trying to live vicariously through those on this platform and in real life with curly hair. And I'm saying this as a nappy-headed girl, been nappy my whole life. Make sure you check out my healthy hair journey video. So the very first difference between nappy hair and curly hair is this. Nappy hair shrinks and it swells when wet. Curly hair elongates and it appears to thin out, and it gets big when dry instead of big when wet. This is one of the first characteristics of identifying whether or not your hair is nappy or curly. Now, I need y'all to know the stupid internet natural hair typing system, 3A, 4B, 4B, CC, all these A's and B's. This is not state board issued. This is not taught in cosmetology school. This is pseudoscience. This is pseudoscience. And generally, you're not going to catch a hairstylist adhering to that system. Not only is it pseudoscience, but it doesn't actually address much when it comes to the hair, because your curl pattern does not define your hair type. Let me say that again. Your curl pattern does not determine your hair type, because I see girls that are 4C or they're 4B, but their hair is curly. It ain't nappy, if you get what I'm saying. I know girls who are 3C or even 3A, but their hair ain't curly, it's nappy. So it all comes down to also including these other characteristics and other things beyond what I'm going to teach you in the video when it comes to finding your hair type. So just know I'm not talking specifically about curl pattern in this video, rather the overall characteristics of the hair. The next characteristic of curly versus nappy hair has a sheen. Us with nappy hair, our hair appears to be dull. It does not absorb and reflect the light the same way that curly hair does. Curly hair has a shine. Very, very shiny, similar to Caucasian shine and straight hair shine or weave shine. Now, I want y'all to think this same kind of information I'm giving you can even be applied to weaves. If you notice, raw hair a lot of the times is more textured, it's more nappy, it's coarse. And the cheap hair is usually extra shiny, it's extra smooth. Just think about that. That's just something I threw in there. I hope it makes sense. If not, I'm gonna edit it out or keep it in. I don't know. So the next characteristic of curly versus nappy hair. Nappy hair strands, when you slide your finger down an individual strand, generally the strands even have texture. So it's not just a smooth feel up and down the hair strands. Even the hair has texture. Curly hair, on the other hand, when you feel the strands, they are smooth. The other characteristic, nappy versus curly hair. Curly hair is defined when wet. Curly hair, when you wet it, it's defined. When you wet nappy hair, it's a done deal. It swells and it's a big old poof, and you better have a plan for what you finna do, or it's just you're gonna be stuck with a disaster. The next and last characteristic I'm going to expose from nappy versus curly hair. Nappy hair takes pounds of products to stay defined when dry, or in other terms, it takes so much work and so much product to do a wash and go with nappy hair. Curly hair, on the other hand, does not. It's literally a wash and go. You wash it, you put your stuff in it, brush it out, and it dries beautifully, right? And those are the final characteristics of nappy versus curly. There are others too, but for the sake of this video, I'm only going to mention those. Now, why is this important, and why have you not been succeeding in your hair journey because of these things? Ladies, the information that has been given to you by the natural hair community, using this brush, using that product, doing a wash and go, doing this, doing the lock method, doing this method, doing this method. If you're wondering why you've been natural for 4 years and the girl next to you's been natural for a year and her hair's way longer than yours, and you're trying to figure out why am I not retaining as much length? I'm using the product she used, I'm doing the same thing she doing, I'm doing it. It's because the information given on YouTube is not beneficial for those with nappy hair. Now, I'm going to keep this video light because it's already long, but I want you to know a lot of the information that we already knew from just almost a decade ago, back in the 2008s, 2010, when women were still at the Dominican salon, a lot of y'all were relaxed, you was having beautiful flowy hair, you was deep conditioning every time you washed. All of the basic stuff that y'all was doing back in the day before you went natural to be trendy and to get in touch with yourself, it still applies today, sis. A lot of y'all didn't have issues with your hair before going natural. What I've noticed is a lot of the girls who had the issues with the hair are the curly girls. The ones with that, a lot of them are biracial. A lot of them dyed and fried their hair trying to assimilate and all kind of stuff, and then they went natural and they show all their pictures. But for a lot of you African American women that was nappy, very few of y'all seem to have actually had issues with your hair prior to going natural. A lot of y'all are saying your hair was healthier before going natural. I want y'all to remember that there was life before the natural hair movement. And it is important that we make the distinction between curly versus nappy hair. I'm not gonna say kinky because you could be kinky and still be curly. I have to make that clear distinction because this distinction is what's holding a lot of y'all back from the success in your healthy hair journey. So let me know what you think in the comments below. How has the natural hair movement worked for you? Also, how has your texture been? And I want y'all to know, when I say how has the natural hair movement worked for you, if you keep your hair in protective styles most of the time, you don't count. I want you to know that, because a lot of y'all are successfully natural, but your hair is out once a year. You don't count. I'm talking about full-time naturals. How has the natural hair movement worked for you? Do you think you are nappy or curly? And what are your plans for your hair moving forward? For more information on how you can succeed in your healthy hair journey, make sure you click the link in my bio and download my free guide, The 5 Keys for Success in Your Healthy Hair Journey. In this guide, I address everything you need to know on a mental and spiritual level to succeed in your hair journey. Before you grab that comb, before you get the latest product, even before you visit the stylist, there are a lot of mental aspects that you must address subconsciously in order to succeed in your healthy hair journey. So make sure that you download this guide. And for more information like this, dating, spirituality, make sure you consider subscribing to my channel. And again, don't forget to enter the giveaway. Ladies, I hope that this video finds you well, and I hope that it is very revolutionary and revelationary, if that's even a word. Alrighty, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye bye.